Hi. If the firmware version of your MECHA is older than 01485, which is currently the latest firmware version of the first generation, then you need to update the firmware twice to get the current firmware version. The first update. Power on MECHA and make sure it is set to AP mode. For example, at splitting lights, press the 1 button for about 3 seconds. Please note that starting with version 01430, you need to press this button normally to set MECHA to AP mode. Connect your smartphone to MECHA's network. Choose the network from your list of available wireless networks, and enter the password, if required. The default password is 12345678. Then tap the Connect button. Now open a browser and go to 192.168.8.1/new. Notice that the firmware version installed on our MECHA is 01376. Tap the Update button and confirm you want to update the firmware. If your MECHA is set to AP mode, you need to connect to a Wi-Fi network with internet access for MECHA to be able to download a new firmware version from the server. Tap OK. Then enter the network name and password. Then tap OK again. MECHA will connect to the Wi-Fi network you've specified and download the firmware. At the end of a successful update, you should hear a few beeps, then MECHA will reboot. In the meantime, your phone may be connected to another network. Depending on the settings on your phone, you may need to connect it again to MECHA's network to be able to access the user interface. Then go to the New page, and you should see the firmware version is 01485. Let's continue with the second update now. The same as before, make sure MECHA is set to AP mode. To do this, just power off MECHA, then power it on, and don't miss the splitting lights. Press the 1 button normally to set MECHA to AP mode. Remember that starting with version 01430, you need to press this button normally. Connect your phone to MECHA's network again, and access the New page. Tap the Update button and, unlike the first update, now it is required to backup data first. So confirm you want to proceed by tapping the OK button. This creates a file named Backup, MBK, that you will use later to restore your old settings and presets. Most browsers save a file to a Downloads folder. Tap the Download button, then OK. MECHA will connect to the Wi-Fi network you've specified earlier, and download the latest firmware version. And the firmware version should be now 02 something. After the automatic power off and on, you need to upload the saved backup file to restore the previous settings and presets. A way to do that is to enter 192.168.8.1/restore in the browser address bar, then tap the Go button. Tap the Upload Data button. Locate the file and select the correct version. Then confirm uploading the specified file. You may need to connect again to MECHA's network to be able to access the user interface. Access the row page and enjoy the latest features. Always update to the latest firmware version to enjoy the latest features and better performance. Contact us if you need further assistance.